Tantor Audio, a division of Recorded Books, presents Seducing the Stranger by Shayla Black, narrated by Jason Clarke. Chapter 1. Las Vegas, 4 p.m. Calla. The tall man with the dark beard and even darker eyes striding into the swanky hotel bar might be the most gorgeous man I've ever laid eyes on. Oh, dear God. I sit up a little straighter in my bar stool and cast a sidelong stare as the stranger stops 6 feet from me. He motions the bartender for a beer, then slams his hands on the bar and hangs his head. I can't help but notice his hands, big and bronzed with pronounced veins running from hair-roughened forearms to blunt knuckles. Long fingers taper to clean, brutally short nails. I shiver. I'm in lust. I have a thing for hands, and his are the stuff out of my fantasies. Though his head is down, nothing about him seems despondent or heartbroken. But he's feeling something. Frustrated? Exasperated? Finally, he raises his head and stares straight ahead. I glimpse his expression in the massive mirror over the bar. He's angry, incredibly, blazingly pissed off. The fury in his eyes should scare me. It could launch rockets and scorch earth. Perversely, I'm even more aroused. Or maybe that's just his overall effect on me. As if he suddenly realizes he's not alone, he shifts his regard. Our gazes meet in the mirror. My heart pounds. I should look away, let him have a moment of privacy to deal with whatever's troubling him. But I can't seem to pry my stare free. He turns his head, eyes narrowed, and all his considerable attention falls on me. My breath catches. Has any man ever affected me this way? The simple answer? No, never. Not once. And I'm loving every moment I spend pinned under his stare. What? His confrontational bark startles me. His voice is as rough and merciless as his expression. Are you okay? He says nothing for a long moment, and I'm convinced he's going to blow me off. I doubt he's feeling conversational, and I'm sure the zing of attraction is completely one-sided. Finally, he growls. What's your name? I swallow. Calla. His gaze dips to my nearly empty tumbler. What are you drinking, Calla? Amaretto. Just then the bartender sets a frosty mug of some dark imported beer in front of the gorgeous stranger. I realize then he never told me his name. Get her another, he tells the bartender. I should refuse. I came off the plane from LA 3 hours ago, and I still haven't eaten lunch. I know without looking that dinner time is fast approaching, and I should find something to fill my stomach before I drink more. But if this shiver-worthy stranger is buying me a drink, I'm going to smile at him, partake, and continue to stare my fill. Thank you, I murmur. When the bartender steps away to mix my cocktail, the gorgeous man cocks his head. Has anyone ever made you furious beyond words? I consider his question. While I had a college roommate who came close once. No. But disappointed me? Oh yeah, all the time. So you don't have any advice? He gulps half his beer, giving no hint that he's actually enjoying it on the way down. Other than to say it's not smart to try drowning it in booze, no. He grunts before he downs more of his brew. I should have guessed you've never been that angry. You've got a halo. What does that mean? The overhead lights reflect off all your shiny blonde hair. When I walked in the door, it was the first thing I noticed. Makes you look like you have a halo. His eyes narrow again. You've got an angelic face to match. Is that a compliment or a sneer? The bartender sets my fresh drink beside the empty one, then sweeps the first tumbler away. I see a smile lurking at his mouth before he disappears into a back room, leaving me alone with the surly stranger. I'm no angel, I argue. He raises an inky black brow and studies me so intently I have to struggle not to squirm under his gaze. You're under 25. You have a steady job. Your apartment is somewhere between clean and spotless. You've probably never had more than a parking ticket, and... He leans in, dark eyes drilling down through mine as if he can read my mind or see into my soul.
I'll bet you've had fewer than 5 lovers. You've definitely never had a one-night stand. Where I come from, that basically makes you an angel.
My mouth hangs open. Yes, I'm gaping, but how did he guess so much about me? What makes you think all that?
More than 15 years in law enforcement. You get good at reading people. You going to try convincing me I'm wrong?
This isn't about me. I clear my throat. I'm sorry if I butted in. I saw you were angry, and I asked if you were okay. If you don't want anyone to care, then I won't. Finally, he slides onto the stool next to mine and polishes off his beer. The heat of his thigh close to mine makes it hard to focus on anything except him.
I didn't say that, Angel. I'm just looking for a way to deal with my anger since I can't beat the hell out of my dad for being a stubborn asshole.
I kinda get that. I know I told you that drinking your anger away wouldn't work, but I'm basically trying to do the same. My mom is an idiot. He barks out a laugh. It comes with an expression that's not precisely a smile, but it's close, and it makes him even more stunning. His eyes warm. I'm even more drawn to him.
So I'm furious, and you were disappointed, I'm guessing. If drinking doesn't work, what's our next best option?
What would you normally do to purge anger?
Hit the gym. But I'm only in town for 36 hours, so I didn't bring my gym clothes. What about you?
I'm only in town until Sunday morning, too.
No, I mean, what do you do to get rid of your anger?
I try to meditate, but I'm not very good at it.
He snorts. Yeah, that's not for me.
I sometimes drink chamomile tea or watch a comedy. 2 more things I can't picture him doing. He shakes his head.
Yeah, no, I have to figure out how not to be incredibly pissed, at least enough to act civil, by tomorrow afternoon.
Can you really stay angry that long?
I have a slow, hot fuse. It takes a lot to set me off, but once I'm there, I just came from seeing my dad. I already know I'm going to be pissed for a while.
He sighs.
I don't even know why I came to Vegas. He called and I thought I could save him. I'm a dumbass.
I'm in a relatively similar situation. My mom is so irresponsible and impulsive. She makes the same mistake over and over, like now.
And you're here to stop her?
I shake my head. It's too late for that. I'm only here because she guilted me.
And you're not angry about it?
I am, but I guess I just expect it at this point.
My dad's idiocy is something new. I'm not a fan.
He taps his thumb on the bar.
I have to figure out how to deal quickly. But we've ruled out booze, workouts, tea, and TV. Any other suggestions? I've only got one, and I doubt you want to hear it, Angel.
The low note in his voice makes my breath catch. His suggestion is probably the same one screaming fire through my head. Tell me, I murmur. He stares at me with black eyes. The moment seems frozen. The overhead speakers pipe down the vaguely familiar strains of a rock guitar riff that's both soft and provocative.
Sex.
I swallow. My heart pounds. I feel myself blush. Would I have it with him? If he asked, that is. I'm still not 100% sure he's interested. I'm not convinced he's not, either. But I'm attracted to him. Very deeply, utterly. Whatever the gorgeous stranger's name is, he's right. I've had a handful of boyfriends, most thoroughly underwhelming. I put romance on the back burner to focus on my career as a food blogger these past few years. I haven't had sex in longer than I'd like to remember, and I've never had a one-night stand. I'm suddenly eager to make an exception for him. Yes. He peers at me.
Yes, that's a reasonable suggestion, or yes, you'd let me have sex with you.
I gulp down half my drink and go for broke. Both. He doesn't immediately jump to his feet and hustle me out of the bar.
Why?
I shrug. A feeling that that I'll regret missing out on you if I don't, but you may not have meant me at all, so...
I did.
He leans closer, and I can't stop staring at his glittering dark eyes or ridiculously long lashes. For a man, he's beautiful.
I wanted you the instant I walked into the room.
My breath catches in my chest. Same.
Are you staying in this hotel?
I shake my head. My mother is. I'm down the strip.
I'm upstairs, if you're really game, Calla. But one thing.
Am I going to do this? Be intimate with a man whose name I don't even know? Yes, I really am. Me, the girl who's never done anything impulsive. I'm going to live on the edge for once. What?
I'm not a gentleman, even on a good day. And, Calla, this isn't a good day.
He cups my chin with a touch so restrained I shudder.
I won't hurt you, but I won't go easy on you.
He's exactly the sort of man I've been secretly fantasizing about. Larger than life, take charge, brimming with testosterone, base, alpha, savage. Since college, my friends have been insisting their lives are much better without men and marriage, attending rallies and marches and insisting their soy boy coworkers are so masculine it's toxic. I've smiled and nodded, fully agreeing that women should receive equal pay for equal work and that women can be every bit as capable as a man, but my educated brain is in constant conflict with the primal urges of my body. I crave a man who oozes aggression to turn all his barely contained sex drive on me. I've hated these desires. I'm ashamed. My friends would be aghast and demand that I evolve beyond them immediately. I've tried, a lot. I even took their suggestion to buy a better vibrator. It's not working. Nothing is. Maybe this stranger will cure me. He'll either scratch my itch or prove my fantasy ridiculous. Whichever happens, I'll be better off. Besides, if I don't try surrendering to a man who makes every inch of my skin spark, won't I always regret passing him by? I don't want you to, I murmur. Something on his face changes. The hesitation in his black eyes suddenly melts in a blaze of heat.
Then there's nothing left to talk about. Let's go.
When he calls out for the bartender, I lay my fingers on his arm. It's every bit as warm and steely as I imagined. There is one thing.
What?
Are you married or taken? I couldn't live with that. He's not wearing a wedding ring, nor do I see a tan line where one once lay, but that doesn't always mean anything.
No.
He doesn't hesitate, and he doesn't look away. I don't know this man at all, but every gut instinct tells me he's being honest. Thank you. Don't you want to know if I'm single? He shakes his head.
I know you're kind. You wouldn't have said yes if you weren't.
I wouldn't. I agree, voice trembling with anticipation. He quickly pays the bartender, and I mull everything I've ever heard about safely hooking up. I'm supposed to tell someone where I'm going and with whom. I'm supposed to create check-in times and backup plans. I don't do any of that. My gut says I'll be 100% safe with this sexy stranger. Maybe that's stupid, and I'll regret it, but for once I'm shutting off my logic and relying on instinct. He wraps his hand around mine, grip firm, and leads me out of the empty bar and through the smoky noise of the casino before stopping at a bank of elevators. There's a collection of business people checking in to attend a convention downstairs, as well as a family gearing up for their weekend away. Despite the fact it's late afternoon, a pair of girls are already completely trashed and hitting on a casino attendant passing by. When the elevator doors open, a cross-section of humanity tumbles out. Then the others waiting beside us jump in. I move to follow, but the stranger tugs me back against his body. His erection prods the upper curve of my ass as he eases my hair over one shoulder and whispers in the opposite ear.
We'll take the next one.
As soon as the door closes, a ding a few feet away tells me there's another car waiting. He hustles me to it, all but carrying me when my stilettos prevent me from matching his long-legged, ground-eating pace. Once we're inside, he sets me down and stabs a button to close the elevator door. Then he turns with a dark, burning stare, sexual intent plastered all over his face. He's going to use me to the fullest and relish every moment of turning my body inside out. My heart stops. My brain screams at me to exercise caution and back out. I don't say a word. He wraps one arm around my waist. With his free palm, he grabs my nape, manhandling me until I look up, snaring myself in his gaze.
Last chance.
To back out? I said yes for a reason.
Don't say I didn't warn you.
He pushes the button for the 12th floor, and the car begins to whoosh up. I should probably ask questions or tell him I've never had a lover overwhelm me, or simply plead with him for mercy. But I don't want any. I don't know even one man like him among the coffee-drinking, beard-growing, enlightened granola males in my circle of acquaintances. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't curious and excited, and ready to indulge in all my fantasies. Duly noted. His eyes turn impossibly darker as he crowds me with his big body. He's hard and overwhelming. He smells like wood, leather, and pheromones. The way he wraps his fists around my long hair and tugs until my scalp tingles excites me. Then he pins me against the wall of the elevator and shoves his knee between my legs, my pencil skirt scraping up toward my hips. My heart races as he twists me in his big grip and settles my wriggling weight on his thigh.
You're in trouble, Angel.
God, I can barely breathe past my excitement. What are you going to do?
Make you come for me before we leave this elevator.
When I gasp, he swallows the sound with his mouth. He doesn't merely lay his firm lips over mine. He surges inside my mouth, overtaking it as thoroughly as he overtakes my will. He kisses like he owns me. He makes me his with one sweep of his tongue. I can't find a shred of will to resist. Then he guides my hips to rock on his thigh. Heat flares between my legs, firing out to the rest of my body and incinerating my good sense. My skin threatens to liquefy under his touch. It seems impossible that after one endless kiss and a barely 30 seconds of his knee against my sensitive flesh, I would be not only aching, but on the edge of climax. I can't deny it, though. I feel it, blood pooling, need gathering, right between my legs. I grip his big shoulders through his dress shirt, nails digging in as he tunnels into my mouth relentlessly again and increases the pressure against my throbbing sex. Pleading mules escape me. I've never heard myself make those sounds. I don't think anything has ever made me whimper so needily, but I can't stop myself. Not any more than I can stop squirming on his hard leg to chase the climax just out of reach.
Come.
He growls. As if his voice opened my floodgates, I suddenly can't hold the orgasm back. I let go against him, my entire body jolting and shuddering as he swallows my long, agonized groan of satisfaction with his greedy mouth, holding me suspended during the shocking, unfightable ecstasy. It's a long moment before I fall limply in his arms, gasping for breath.
How do you feel?
I can't miss the satisfied smile on his face as he steps back and smooths my skirt down my thighs, just in time to hear the elevator ding. The car jolts to a stop. I blink up at him, wondering who the hell he is and what kind of man is capable of making me, buttoned-up Calla Blair, orgasm in a potentially public place, much less so quickly. Stunned, I whisper. I should be afraid.
Are you?
No. The elevator doors rush open. The stranger takes my hand and leads me past a trio of waiting businessmen who instantly cease their animated conversation to stare. I have no doubt my blouse is wrinkled, my cheeks are flushed, and my lips are swollen. They know what we've been doing. For once, I don't care. The stranger wraps a protective arm around me and glares their way. Instantly, all three look elsewhere and settle into an uncomfortable silence as they shuffle into the car we just vacated. How does he have that effect on people? His presence seems to simply overwhelm everyone around him. They seemingly give in to his silent will with a mere glance. What is that, and why? The elevator doors shut behind us, then his hands tighten on me again. He plucks me off my feet and lifts me against his body. It's a self-preservation instinct to wrap my legs around his waist and hold on for dear life. What are you doing? I demand. He looks at me, those black eyes glinting.
Jesus, I can already tell you're going to be sweet, and I'll have a hard time keeping my mouth off you.
You can kiss me, I say, because he looks like he wants to. The smile that splits his face can only be called filthy.
I wasn't talking about your lips, Angel.
It only takes a second for his intimation to hit my brain. My eyes widen. Oh,
If the wet spot on my thigh is any indication, your pussy is beyond juicy, so hell yeah, I'm going to get my mouth on it.
As much as I'm horrified by the thought I've stained his pants, I'm even more excited by the notion of having his head between my legs, of having his tongue against the most intimate flesh on my body. But, fair warning, I've never, responded much to that in the past. He snorts.
Then someone was doing it wrong, and I'll be happy to prove he was an idiot.
As the stranger stops in front of a door in the middle of the hall, he sets me on my feet to dig a key card from his pocket. He doesn't waste more breath telling me how good he can make it, or that I should give him a chance. He simply inserts the key, sweeps the door open, and urges me inside with a hand at the small of my back. The second the door shuts behind us with a thud, he attacks the buttons of his gray dress shirt. Vaguely, I'm aware that I should do something besides stare, but I can't. I just watch as he reveals inch after bronzed inch of steely, muscled flesh. As he shrugs off the garment and hangs it over the back of the nearby desk chair, I gulp. His torso is like something out of a magazine. Broad shoulders bulge and give way to thickly corded arms. The hard pecs between swell with powerful strength. His rigid abs are a testament to a fit life and a very clean diet. My stare drifts down, and I find myself gaping at his obvious erection. It's as big and rigid as the rest of him. Even looking at him, I feel faint. I've died and gone to heaven. The words slip out before I can stop myself. He laughs.
Or I might torment the hell out of you, Angel, and by morning you'll know every inch of the devil.
Oh, pretty please.
Got any objections?
He prowls toward me and lifts the strap of my purse from my shoulder, then sets it on the nearby dresser. No, I shake my head. None.
Good. I want you naked, and I want to hear your scream as you come for me.
His words make me hot all over, but I shiver and swallow back the assertion that he probably can't make me come twice in one night. No man has ever managed to. Even my trusty battery-operated boyfriend struggles at times. Suddenly, I don't doubt this stranger. I'm convinced he can melt me, make me putty in his big hands, and manipulate my body to do whatever he wants.
I'm going to take your blouse off,
he mutters as he skates a hand up my torso and skims his knuckles against the side of my breast before zipping his thumb across the taut crest. Sensation zings through my body. I suck in a sharp breath. My nipples have never been particularly sensitive, but for him, one touch and I'm ready to beg. What else is this stranger going to be able to do to me before the sun comes up? I don't know, but I have a feeling it will change my entire concept of sex.
Chapter 2. Quint. I can't stop staring at Calla's exquisite face. Regardless of what she says, she's an angel, and it's taking every bit of my will not to ravage her where she stands. If she doesn't open her tempting, red-painted lips and say something soon, I'm going to grind my teeth into goddamn dust. Or toss her on the bed, root deep inside her, and keep at her until she cries her throat raw. Calla.
Yes?
She breathes.
Please, take it off.
Thank fuck. Less than 30 minutes ago, I headed into the bar for a much-needed drink. But I stayed for her, to stare at her, to talk to her, to touch her. I didn't think she'd actually agree to let me fuck her. Sure, I said that sex would calm me, but being near her only revs my libido. I feel like a rabid dog jerking against its chain. My need to consume this delicious, panting morsel of female is bordering on dangerous. There's something about her I can't walk away from. I drop my hands to the winking pearl buttons down the front of her blouse, taunting me. One by one, I unfasten them, never taking my eyes off her. It's gratifying as hell to hear her breathing pick up, see her cheeks flush, and watch her pulse pound at her neck. I don't know who she's been to bed with in the past, but I'm determined to make her forget every one of those bastards. I don't know why. The urge is completely irrational, But if I put all my focus into making her scream for me all night, maybe I'll forget, at least for a while, that my dad is stubbornly set on making the biggest mistake of his life tomorrow. And maybe I'll be the best fuck she's ever had. Maybe she'll never forget me. I unmoor the last button at the bottom of her white blouse and push the garment off her shoulders. She's wearing a sensible tan-colored bra. No lace, no embellishments. The size of her breasts is average, which is fine, because first, I'm an ass man, and second, nothing about the rest of her seems average at all. Her skin is like velvet. The lines of her body are lithe, almost graceful. I'm craving the chance to explore her. Lose the shoes and skirt, I demand. She bites her lip and kicks off her heels as I head to the floor-to-ceiling window and draw the shears beneath the blackout drapes. I have a sick view of the Strip, which is great, but I won't allow some perv in one of the nearby towers to peek in and see what's mine right now. On the other hand, I want to bathe Calla in light. I want to see her halo encircling her as I fuck her dirty and raw. By the time I turn back, she's stepped out of her skirt and draped it over my shirt on the back of the chair. Her panties match her bra, modest and practical, but her breathless stare threatens to strip away what little composure I have left. I pad back across the room, reveling in the way her nipples get harder the closer I come. Don't look at me like that.
Like what?
She frowns, like you're waiting for me to touch you.
But I am.
She murmurs, making me sizzle hot.
I'm just sorry I'm not wearing something sexy.
You're in your skin, aren't you? A little smile flits across her lips.
I'll bet you're a real smooth talker.
No, I don't normally waste my time. I want you naked, Calla.
What about you?
Maybe she doesn't realize that her shy, flirty question is only torquing me up. That everything about her makes my cock impatient and hard, or that once I take my pants off, I'll be shoving my way inside her. She'll figure it out. Trust me, you're going to get every inch. I take her by the shoulders. Fuck, she's so soft, and peer into her face, deep into those blue eyes. Any hard limits? Things you won't do in bed?
No.
Oh, fuck. She might as well have just lit me on fire. You might regret that answer, Angel.
You might, she counters. I'm not usually very sexual.
Her words ping around my brain. Not very sexual. Says who?
But for some reason,
she continues as she reaches behind her back and unclasps her bra.
I feel different with you.
Yeah, I feel different with her too. More dialed in, more connected, more determined to give her a better experience than she's ever had. As she slides the underwire garment down her arms, I hold my breath. It falls to the floor. Then she's standing half-naked before me, golden tresses tumbling well past her trembling shoulders. I lose my goddamn mind. Her tits are perky. The round undercurves look lush above her rib cage. Her button nipples are topped with hard candy crests. I want them, in my hands, in my mouth, surrounding my cock. I crook my finger at her. Come here. On graceful footfalls, she complies, her stare fused to mine. When she stops in front of me, she raises a soft hand and skims her fingertips over my shoulder. Her free hand lifts to the other, and her touch turns to a caress. I have to try not to shudder. I have to work even harder not to throw her flat on her back and bury myself inside her. Since I plan to do a lot of thoroughly filthy things to her tonight, I let her take me in and get comfortable with my body, with the feel of my skin on hers.
I want to touch you everywhere,
she whispers. I won't stop you. A smile skips across her face as her fingertips skate down my pecs, float over my ribs, trail down my abs, and flirt with my waistband. I suck in a breath. Angel.
What?
She plucks at the button of my pants. You're playing with fire. Her smile widens.
Am I?
Oh, so she's trying to tease me. You know you are. And two can play that game.
Are you going to let me?
She pops my...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?